The backlog for an Agile release train is a critical artifact for ensuring delivery of the right system for customers. In this vignette, I'll explore how to create and manage ART-level work. In other vignettes, I'll explore decomposition of the work into team-level work and connection of ART-level work to higher levels of scaled Agile. Because we configure our ART-level Jira project to use the Agile Hive issue types, when I create a new issue for this project, I have the right choices. This new feature and new enabler may be work that I haven't yet determined where it will best fit into our roadmap. As a product owner, I want to use the roadmap to show that there is at least one way to accomplish the scope of my next release or a certain time frame, like a year or even more. Some people think that using Agile means you have no way to know when you will accomplish a larger scope than one planning interval. The roadmap begs to differ with that misunderstanding by showing what is possible, maybe even likely, while still allowing for learning and adjusting during iterations and planning intervals. There are several ways to view the entire backlog for the ART, and these views are available in base Jira, so there's no need for Agile Hive to provide a different way to see the backlog. Here I show the backlog in the Jira view. You're probably familiar with this if you're working at a team level already in Jira. I also am a big fan of the issue filter capability in base Jira, and I've created an issue filter for my Fly-by-Hive ART backlog. And I've filtered it down to features and enablers and those that are not yet marked as done. As the product management, system architects, product owners, and other stakeholders are preparing for a coming planning interval, they assess which work items in the backlog they believe are the best candidates for the coming PI, and they set the program increment field value. Now, this is such a clever little field. When I set the value but don't have work planned at any team level for it yet, then the value for the PI is gray. We will see in other vignettes that when I do plan work in a PI for this, the value will be purple. So I can easily see the difference between a candidate PI and when work is planned in a PI. After I have some candidate work for my coming PI, I need to prioritize the work so that the implementing teams will collaborate on the highest priority items first. Prioritization with weighted shortest job first is an effective way to discuss the work in a deterministic way, as well as to use relative sizing as a quick way to prioritize. Here I have a filter showing the weighted shortest job first, or WSJF, components. Yes, I do need to go to the issue itself to set these WSJF component values. Then I come back and refresh the view. Honestly, these gestures are not the time-consuming part of setting WSJF values. Instead, it is the conversation amongst stakeholders that's the real gold in using WSJF. I can put comments about the work on the WSJF conversation into the work item itself. And in a later vignette, I'll show you how to use the Confluence integration to capture the conversation comments in a more structured way. Now, on the ART report for this coming PI, I can see the work ordered by the WSJF value. You know, there are other techniques for prioritization, and you can set WSJF values to represent a ranking if you prefer. But I personally like this method, and mostly because of the conversation that it encourages. I can also see in this report that there's no team-level work yet associated to this ART-level work. The topic in our next vignette is how to decompose the ART-level work down to the team-level work. Thank you.